Now let's talk about the IT stocks yesterday, right? I mean, they all sold off 3-4% and didn't really recover by the end. There was some recovery, but not much. What did volumes, delivery stats, etc. look like? Hormaz is here with exactly that. Hormaz, over to you.
Good morning, Prashant. And yes, it was IT that dragged the indices lower yesterday as well, right? And it was the biggest single-day fall for the IT index since the month of April. From the tariff tantrum days is when this was the biggest fall for the IT index, almost 3% lower. The companies cumulatively lost close to 90,000 crore in market cap, more than half of which came from the fall seen in TCS and Infosys, which contributed to over 50,000 crore of that fall. Now, starting off with TCS, now if you take a look at the volumes yesterday, they were lower in comparison to Friday's volumes, and even on the 20-day average front, they were slightly higher compared to that. But if you take a look at the delivery volumes as well, even that volumes were lower than Friday's, and even then they were higher in comparison to the 20-day average for TCS, among the biggest contributors to the Nifty downside. Now, for Infosys as well, in this case, though, the difference being the fact that volumes on Infosys have been increasing significantly over the last 4 trading sessions. Now, last week we had close to around 50 lakh shares on around last Wednesday, and come Monday, which was yesterday's trading session, we had almost triple of that volumes, which was close to 1.5 crore shares that changed hands in yesterday's trading session. The 20-day average here is only 80 lakh shares, and even on the delivery front, we had close to 1 crore shares that changed hands yesterday compared to another 90 lakh that changed hands last Friday, and the 20-day average here is just around about 50 lakh shares for Infosys. So fall on high volumes and an equally high number of shares marked for delivery as well. Among the top losers yesterday was Tech Mahindra. At one point, the stock was down almost 6%, although it recovered from the lows of the day. Take a look at Tech Mahindra's volumes. Even they were double in comparison to they were double in comparison to Friday, and more than triple in comparison to their 20-day average, almost 4x on that front. On the delivery front as well, close to 30 lakh shares marked for delivery, and the 20-day average here is only 9 lakh shares, so almost triple of the 20-day average on the delivery front as well for Tech Mahindra. You take a look at some of the other broader market names, be it Persistent, be it Coforge, all of them traded above their 20-day average. But the only standout here is Oracle Financial, the only IT name yesterday that ended in the green. Not significantly, but it did end in the green. But here, the volumes are not only less than the 20-day average, but even on the delivery front, the volumes are significantly lower when it compares to the 20-day average for Oracle Financial. So, IT stocks falling on significant volumes even on the delivery front as well, but the one that gained did not have as significantly high volumes as such.
Thank you. Hormaz, even Info Edge closed up with a gain of about 3%. And I don't know if the market is making the correlation that if fewer of Indian techies go abroad on H-1B visas, if that is no longer the carrot which, perhaps they will look for jobs back home in India. And that could bode well for a Naukri business. But that's IT stocks and the delivery numbers and the volume numbers.